I was looking at your social media course. I need to work on my brand voice, and I think I need to buy it.
Do
your
it.
Social
There's some
media
good
course.
stuff in there. Yeah,
Dude, you went hard. I was looking at all the classes.
that was a COVID project that I worked on with John, my editor and videographer.
That's fucking amazing.
We shout out to this guy Kev on stage. He gave me the idea for it, but it was like it's just everything start to finish. I don't hide anything of like what I do and what I don't do. It's like I could update it a little bit because now it's like there's different formats and this was heavy like just horizontal videos, but like now everything's just like vertical. Like everything is vertical.
I hate these like life coaches or like relationship coaches who are like single or like these entrepreneurs who have like maybe $1 million.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because from their dad and like or mom.
Oh, I was
going
gonna go there.
But like you're actually someone who is proven and done it and like you know it on the ground level. Like people explaining TikTok to me who don't have their own TikTok pages.
That's where I get skeptical.
I'm like, I'm on the ground floor here.
Yeah, what kills me is when you scroll on TikTok and people are like, this is how you break
and you
the
press
algorithm.
on their page.
You
and
have 10K.
This is how I take my client from 10,000 views to 12,000 views.
Yeah.
But so I respect that a lot in terms of, and also people probably ask you all the time for how do you start a podcast, all these little things. So you just got it right there and it's affordable. Swipe up.
Thank you so much.
Up, dude, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he took out a billboard, which was the billboard was so goddamn funny, dude.
Because it was like what's it, guerrilla marketing, where it's like indirect marketing. It was like you're not broke, you're just poor, and it was a photo of like me doing this, and then the website was youbroke.com. Because then people are like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then they go to it and it just goes my masterclass.
That's so good. And also in LA, I feel like everyone's driving, so like people actually see the billboards.
Yeah, they told me the amount of like impressions that it was like seen. Like it was on like Reddit. People were just like Snapchatting and sending it to me, and that's kind of why I did it, because then people post about it, and then you can share their post. Because the last thing, like stand-up flyers don't do well. There's no engagement. There's nobody be like, wow, what a funny lineup. Oh, there's a joke in there. So you have to find ways to get more creative with it. Mm-hmm. That's why like a lot of people do like, you like Photoshop yourself into what's big in that city. Now I'm on that. Yeah. Or you find a way to just like add a fun. I've seen a few people do this. So be like people in fucking Philly. Sad topic. People in Philly be like,
he's
and then they
slitting
do
his wrist right now.
Yeah, with a fucking bird scooter. But then they go birds. But then they'll post like a 10-second video, be like, or like a minute video of like Philly jokes, and then at the end they plug their dates. Mm-hmm. So it's like, there's
people don't like being told what to do, and they also don't like to feel like you're just taking from them all the time.
Right.
So it's like you provide content, and if they feel like they stumbled upon it on their own, it's like dating a guy. Make it think it was his idea.
Ooh.
Whoa, what do you mean?
What you guys wouldn't get it.
Whoa, well, inform us. We have listeners. Hell,
wait, like
that's like indirect marketing. I don't like that shit.
Dating?
What?
It was our idea to start dating. It's never.
I
it's
know
always a girl being like, so
like, what are we? Anytime a girl says so, just run out the room.
No.
So leave.
She just said so.
Leave. What?
What's or so
are
leave.
We?
So I was thinking.
So I was thinking that those are the worst 4 words, whatever the fuck.
But this is the thing. I feel like if you have to ask a dude that, he's not it, and she's not it for you. Like, so I had this idea. My parents got engaged in like 4 months. Also, I had an idea that when I met the right person, it was gonna be like game over and
instantaneous.
So I'd be with the guy for like a year, and I'm like, he's on it. Like, this is not it. And I mean, this guy, like, it was. But again, he's old. He doesn't have a lot of time left. It was like
hilarious.
A week. No, but it was a weekend, and he was kind of like,
shout out that Will money.
He's seen like he's had his relationships. He knows what he wants. He knows. He's seen the dinosaurs. He knows what he's into.
He texts you want to use a fax machine. This guy's old as shit.
He's seen it all.
But like,
he's like, COVID. I remember polio. Change my pantaloons. He's not that old.
No, he's not.
Well, how does he feel when every time you go to podcast? Like, this man is old.
He's also like the hottest dude.
He
like,
is hot as fuck.
Oh,
dude,
so
please, if you can bring him up.
Rhyme with him again?
Des
Bishop.
Does he use a lot of ointments?
No, I mean, like I joke
old.
that he's like some young guys snort cocaine. He snorts Advil.
What a
look at this guy.
Silver
look
fox.
Look at this guy.
He's a gorgeous
you wouldn't
man.
fuck him
I love
immediately.
How your producer knew the hot photo to click on.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's
Gabe, our
a very like
producer,
guy's
is
guy.
hot.
Like other dudes can like.
Whoa, top left. Hannah Berner on boyfriend. Dun dun dun.
Wow, he's so hot. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was COVID.
Oh, you were on a reality show. That's right.
Yeah.
Summer House.
I did that for 3 years.
3 years you were on the show?
Yeah, that's why I have gray hair.
Whoa.
What?
So speaking of snorting cocaine,
what show was it?
Summer House.
So I was like working for Betches. They were one of those.
Yes.
So my first job in comedy was like writing. They'd pay me like $2 a tweet or a meme.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. So I was doing like 80
Little
tweets a meme.
like, that's $19.
Like, it was like a joke writing boot camp for me in like
Right.
millennial girl humor. Just like,
Yeah, I remember I did some podcasts on there one time.
yeah, they have like
During the
a great
pandemic.
media company. And then I guess I had interviewed.
That's what my feeling was. But I was
Let
like,
me be political for a second. So I was like interviewing people there, and I started to. They wouldn't post my tweets on their page, but I started posting my own tweets because I realized my own sense of humor was a little different.
Yeah.
And then pages like Insta Single and all of them
Yeah.
and I started a full like you would like you start sending it out to your people, and they would repost it.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah,
kind
I
of
did
this
social
meme
media
community.
for a company for like 3.5 years, and like I would never post my own stuff, but every once in a while I'd be like, "Oh, yo, that video you had on Monday was pretty funny." I'd be like, "Y'all want it?"
Yeah.
You post
So
it.
what happened is I kind of got to the point where like, and I was making little sketches for them, but it was getting weird because people were recognizing me as like the face of it in terms of some of their videos.
Right.
And I was ready to like go with them. I was like, let's make this like Barstool, like I'll be a talent for you guys. But then Bravo, like a guy DM'd me and was like, would you party in the Hamptons and we'd show like what you do during the week? And I was 26 and single, and I was like, yeah. And then I got fired from Madison.
Hell yeah. Why?
Um,
Or how?
They said it was like some like logistical stuff. Like I used
You
a ring.
stole something.
I used a ring light for a personal thing. And I was like, they're so
What?
tired. Like I loved that company. But I understood what they were saying. They're saying this isn't a fit anymore.
Got it.
And then but like honestly, I love getting fired. It's very empowering. It's like breakups. Like it forces you to do new shit.
Yeah.
And then on
Also,
Summer
you're doing
House,
pottery and shit the next day.
I'm fucking doing
Throw 'em on the
basket
kiln.
weaving.
Yeah, fuck them. I
I'm
don't
on
need
the
that.
subway just eating more pigeons. Just like we can get through this.
Oh yeah, a lot of motivational podcasts.
Dude, I will buy like 20 self-help books on Amazon. Never have opened one.
But
you
that's
know,
self-help. It's understanding that you need self-help.
Yeah. That's the first step, dude. I fuck with self-help books. I love
Yeah.
them.
I've never read
I got
them.
the Calm app. Do I touch it? Sometimes.
I look at it and
use
I said, it's like that having a Xanax in your bag. You're like, if I need you, I'll open you up.
Yeah.
But you feel better because you got it.
Emotional
And when people
support
come
pet
to your apartment, they
book.
must be thinking like,
This bitch crazy.
Well, yeah, dude. If I
she has some demons.
if I walk into a girl's apartment and there's too many pillows and too many candles and then a bunch of self-help books, you don't have a father. 1, 2.
But the sex is gonna be.
It's gonna be bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah. No condom. First night. Just sticking her face out. You know where to put it.
By the way, I know a lot of guys listen to this pod. I just want to make a point. When you ask a girl if she's on the pill, that is a loaded question.
Really?
It's loaded
Dude.
with cum.
like girls, like when you're on the pill, like I'll miss 3 days, I'll take 7. We are crazy. Like, I can't even send a text back to my best friend. You think I'm taking a pill every morning at the same time to make sure you guys are freaked out right
No,
now.
I'm
but
not at all.
I just want
I
guys
never
to
come
understand.
in. I don't really mind.
Having a prescription for birth control is one thing, but like for it to work, she has to take it every single morning.
Right.
And that's why like pregnancies happen. So just keep an eye out for the girlies. Like I'll talk on stage about birth control, the amount of like everyone's dying laughing because you miss some days. And then you like try to catch up and like you can't overdose.
That's why you gotta throw the copper
birth
thing
control, you can't overdose.
100%?
100%.
It's what happens when you take too much.
It's just like, you know what? I'm not a fucking doctor. I don't know.
I don't know. Loaded question.
But anyway, yeah. So I got fired, and then I realized I'm going to be on this reality show, which is obviously like oversimplified, and they have like their storylines. And I thought if people liked me and they want more, I'll start a podcast where I could have my own people like get to know me. So I started Burning in Hell, which is like a mental health comedy pod. And then I knew comics from Betches. I dated comics. And then I was asked to do a live podcast show at Caroline's.
Ooh.
And my friend was like, I dare you to take your tweets and do 10 minutes of stand up. And like, I was dumb. Like, I didn't know you should like maybe start with 2, maybe like open mic with 5. But it was like 300 of my fans And I just went out there and I was like, I'm a star.
Yeah.
And then people were like, our favorite part was the stand-up.
Oh,
that's great.
And then my New York City comedian friends like cornered me and they're like, if you really want to do this, you got to be on the fucking grind. Like, we'll support you, but you got to do it right. You got to fucking hate yourself and you got to bomb in basements. And I'm like, I'm down. Like, I'm halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got fired from Summer House.
Oh, why'd you get fired from that?
Well, I got married and I also like,
And they're like, what?
they were like, we don't want some
Damn,
old
they
maid.
fucking hit you with that Leonardo shit.
Yeah. And I also like the first 2 seasons were so fun, so great. The last season, we were locked in a house with COVID. I was like fighting with some dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, it just wasn't.
And this was on
stressful.
Bravo?
On Bravo. But yeah, I got fired. And then I honestly started posting on TikTok because I was like, I felt kind of misunderstood after like a reality show. And then Instagram is so like superficial. So TikTok, I just started posting my shit.
Yeah.
And then it's doing well. And I kind of started to find my own like creativity with it.
Yeah. How long have you been doing stand-up for?
Like 4 or 5 years.
4 years. How do you feel?
I feel good. Like I feel like it's like kind of I used to be a tennis player and I had a lot of like performance anxiety.
Wow.
Like I was really talented, but I would like always be in my head. I always was like aware of everything. Like I felt like I had the brain of like I had the physicalness of a professional athlete, but my brain was like a comedian.
Well, dude, especially tennis players, dude, like your brain
to be a
brain is like
robot.
90% of it.
Yeah, they say the court is 6 inches from ear to ear, and it's true. Like,
Yeah.
write that down. It's you psych yourself
I
out.
only got 4 inches.
So,
Max.
so then with stand up, I felt like I remember I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna have performance anxiety like I did with sports sometimes. But I went on stage and I just felt like I was talking to my friends. I didn't feel like there was a winning and losing to it. I really felt like it was an
cool.
art. Like, and even when it's not something doesn't go well, I'm like, you got better. Like I coach myself how I wish I was coached as a kid.
Right.
Which is kind of deep. But like stand up and tennis is kind of similar too, where like you're on the road every weekend, you're playing alone. Like tennis is the one sport you'll see people just like go nuts alone. Like I can't call timeout, I can't pass the ball. So stand up I feel like was actually kind of a good transition for me, where I feel like I'm still not. Tennis is entrepreneurial. I feel like I'm entrepreneurial now.
Yeah,
and
you have a
I'm really
good stage
enjoying
presence
it.
from the videos I've seen. It feels very like natural, and it feels very like,
and especially being like
conversational,
kind of ish. I mean, new-ish.
No, yeah, I'm definitely green, but I also think similar to you is I have the experience of like the marketing and the writing from my past, and I know how to edit videos. Like I was a video editor. So like you combine that with the stand up, next thing you know, like I love posting clips and like, and then I'll help my comedy friends who like can't do that shit and they're so fucking funny. And then you're like, okay, like I'll cut some stuff for you and that kind of thing. So that's why I do like connect with you guys in the way that you have.
Well, you entered with like kind of a Swiss Army knife approach. You're like, I can do everything.
Yeah.
Like, I come from this, I can do that. I can edit, I can shoot, and I'm funny.
And I could cut my labia if I choose to.
You're not gonna, dude. You don't need to.
Wow, that was so empowering.
Thank you. 2023. Get an uneven pussy. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
It also reminds me though of like uncircumcised dicks. Are you guys circumcised?
Circumcised, yeah.
I got that fade. I went to Floyd's on Melrose to cut my shit
Gotta
up.
use the fucking ring light.
On Valentine's Day, I got
Valentine's.
that shit.
Yeah, I got a 2 in the front. Well, it's really all 2, but yeah, no.
But sometimes guys with more stuff going on, as a girl, at first you're like, whoa, like it's an anteater, and then you realize like he has more nerves and
stimuli.
stuff.
Yeah. Why you can put stuff in it like Skittles or something, so when she goes down on you,
you can save
cut it.
stuff for later.
Yeah.
Why did they cut it?
They say it's kind of like not consensual.
Yo, I was a baby. Somebody touching my dick.
Nobody asked me.
Yo, what the fuck?
Nobody, literally
Dr.
zero people asked me.
Goldstein,
No one
you're
asked,
done.
or they did, and you tried to explain it, but you couldn't speak English yet.
Because I was whiny. Yeah, I mean, you should wait until I'm like 10.
Yeah, like you'll never know what it feels like for a girl to just slurp the tip of your, what is it even called?
Cock.
Oh, the tip of it? The foreskin?
The foreskin, thank you. Wow, I love how formal he was with that.
I will say though, say so many people that have,
straight shooter.
So many people that have foreskin say that it feels way better because when you get the foreskin off, you lose like nerve endings. So it actually feels so much better. And when you have foreskin, it's kind of like having a fleshlight around your cock all the time. So you don't even need lotion or baby oil to jerk
You've
off.
thought about this.
Of course I have. You go in a megabus, you fucking just jack off, no problem.
Megabus?
Also, hand job, like you fucking go like this. You don't need
That's what
a.
I'm saying.
How do
Yeah,
you
it's like
feel
those
about-
little toys you had in like elementary school with the
Yep.
water tubes in
Oh
it.
my
the same
god, those
thing.
were so fun.
Those were
So
fun.
sexual now that you think about it.
Oh, it was
definitely
sexual.
put
They
my
knew what
dick
they
in
were
one of those.
They knew what they were doing.
Anybody else?
Sorry, Mrs.
So I definitely put my dick in one of those. Anyone else?
Of course. Oh no, actually I haven't. I didn't. My buddy, we caught my buddy.
Amazon Prime overnight one.
Let's do it. My buddy, why
Flush
am
right
I
of the
going to say
seas.
his name? That's crazy. But when we were like maybe like juniors, he like came into school and was like, guess what I did? And he just told us, cool, man. We just were open about jerking off. Now you're fucking toys.
Yeah.
How do you
Showing
feel
off.
about hand
Slippery
jobs?
slope.
You feel like you're good? You're a D1 athlete. You know
Look,
how to
I'm
handle
going
it.
to tell you, I have the right, like I know how to hold a tennis racket. I have kind of nubby hands, large palms.
Good palm.
Okay, good palms.
Solid palm.
Yeah.
Warm palm.
Yeah, little like So, but
You can palm a
I like
watermelon.
I like to perform. I like to perform
This is
well.
good.
I'm like I want top tier Division 1 performance.
Yeah.
I don't want to compete with you.
Right.
Like I know you're better at it, so I'm
Oh,
like let's just do a
interesting.
blowjob. You know, like
All
why
right.
would I want to make better what I'm already good at.
Yeah.
I want to put my energy towards what I'm naturally good at
Entrepreneurship.
and not go to like I understand improving your weaknesses, but like that's a losing battle.
Not
Also, no
really.
guys.
Goddamn. Listen, dude, in a landscape where free and fast shipping is the norm, it can be hard